Hello everyone, I'm Giuseppe Basili, also known as the Fib Stalker. Welcome to this third section here. Today is November the 6th, 2016, and in this video I'm going to review the majors related to the New Zealand dollar, the major forex pairs related to the New Zealand dollar and the Australian dollar. So what I'll start from the New Zealand dollar, US dollar. As you remember, this market actually has failed the sequence of measure move that we saw in this move higher, which is supported on the weekly time frame. And despite that, this market has actually continued higher, and the reason for that, the main reason for that is dump money supporting this price. So I'm going to show you in a moment. So it's always important to study and see what dump money does, along um, with the along with the smart money, of course. And the smart money, as you would remember, in this market showed us the way, and it showed us the 060 to 65 was an important level, tested twice. And however, this market is also has also not yet tested the 50% level. Anyway, I mean the dump money here has actually it's actually did not allow this market to continue in the direction that the algos were trading, and this direction after that fail was very clear. In fact, this market after the failure actually started trading on the short side, as you can see here. So algos have been trying to push this price lower, but eventually they had to give up on this support, monthly support and weekly bull money area here that was never kind of worked out by price, even when price went below it, and eventually algos had to give up. So this is something that happens, and that's the reason why I always study in winning with algos signal and analysis. I always study the dump money as well. So if you try to trade this market on the short side, though, you should have a risk-free trade. So this is not this was not a big deal, but something to learn from, rather that we always have to protect ourselves, because we even when the algos are very much decised in the direction of the market, we always have to kind of come to terms with dump money as well. Okay, so what can we anticipate now? Well, we're going to anticipate a continuation higher here. But when we look at the daily, we also have to remember our fundamental rules that we use, and this market has not been, although it went higher, has not been technical here, and obviously it has moved higher because of weakness in US dollar as well, and so this market could actually very briskly and quickly correct all the way again into the all the way halfway back, and that would be the 71.90 level here. So that's not necessarily something I would trade, because there's no signal shorting to short this market, but this is a typical behavior that we see. This week, of course, we could have the big surprise of the US election, so it's not a week where I would actually attempt doing something like that. Okay, so let's wait and see. This market anyway has resistance, strong resistance above, which is this level 75. 30 that we knew since before. Now, interesting surprise on the New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen here, which has been continuing higher. This is a trade that I have recommended more than 2 weeks ago now. There was first entry after the 50% retest, successful 50% retest, and there was a lower levels here. And congrats to all of you who have taken this trade. I've received very good comments about it. So after this second test here, we mentioned that this market could actually end up into the first target of this large move. Okay, and that first target is here at 78.70. Now that level, it's an important level because it's where the monthly area of resistance from dump money actually starts. So it's a level that you want to take into consideration. As you can see, the second target lines up perfectly with that level, and that's the reason why we've been saying that that would be our final target for this market. Now, did I know that this market would jump here? No, but as you should know now, algos are always positioned and news tend to complete those targets, and that's exactly what's happening here. Okay, that second target also helps price into that further target 78.60, which is the target of the largest area. So congrats to all of you. Keep trading this market into the second target, and the 76.70 or 60 is going to be our target here. New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. This market has been very, very strong, as continued higher on top of that support that we saw on the weekly, offered by a strong weekly dump money long here that we saw here, and you'll see that this level that we saw on Friday, 97.70, is also the first target of this move higher. There's no inner move here because that has fit, and this market could actually continue higher. Now it actually has broken new highs, showing weakness of Canadian dollar compared to the New Zealand dollar here, and this could actually continue higher. So could continue higher into a second target, which we can identify on levels above here, and we can see it here. That's the 101.32, so it's basically parity, and that's a real possibility given the strength that we're seeing in this market. So the point here is how it would be possible to capture a retrace here. One way I'm going to use is to look for an extension here at 0.9690. If that happens after the election here, this could be a great area for a continuation long, which will be supported by dump money, daily dump money here on this market as well. So that's the opportunity, and we're going to see what happens. If this market just continues higher before the election, I will not be concerned or worried, and we'll let this market go. When it comes to Australian dollar, US dollar, this market is on top of support here, but it's within an area of monthly top of support, which is represented by both the 50% retrace we saw here at 0.7451, and as well as participation from the dump long weekly money area here. But this market has been really moving laterally for weeks, so not really a lot of and not really a lot of strength as well as conviction in this trade. Now, above these levels, this market could get into that first target. And that depends, of course, a lot on what the US dollar will do. If the US dollar will move higher, this market could just continue on this support. So it's not really something we want to get involved. The good trades are when this market is back into the weekly dump money area here, as you can see. And if that happens again, that could be another opportunity, depending also on what the US dollar is going to do. Okay, the Australian dollar Japanese yen has been following up on that trade, and obviously it has gapped up today along with all the pairs that are trading against the Japanese yen. So the Japanese yen, it's very, very weak. And you remember that on the daily time frame, we basically have identified that same setup that we saw on the New Zealand dollar Japanese yen. So the long-term, larger time frame target is obviously that 83.70. And there was a sequence here, which is not a very clear sequence at the very beginning here. But then this market actually has showed a sequence that can be modeled as an extension here from previous anchor to the new highs that we saw mid last week. So that actually has a first target in the 81.50 area here, and second target helps price into that larger target. Obviously, we need to remember that 82 could be and will be probably a strong resistance for this market. So that's the ultimate target for now. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. This market has traded higher into that area of that 50. Sorry, that was an extension short that we saw 3 weeks ago. And there was also a dump monthly money area here, and since then we have seen this market basically reacting to both those areas. This is an extension short. It came into play in July and then again August, as you can see here. And he produced two risk-free trades here. He never got into that first target and came back starting from mid of September here all the way in October, and then end of October. In October we saw two tests, and then this market continued lower. So obviously not easy to trade, but now if we are going to see a reaction into these strong areas of resistance here, and I would actually show the full area here that goes from the highs to lows. It goes from 105.70 to 105.106 actually. So it's actually 30 pips where this market could actually test resistance, new resistance, and continue lower here. Okay, so keep this in mind. The targets will be in the area 103.54, 103.70, and we need to see what happens when and if the market gets there. So this could be an opportunity for a trade, for a continuation lower into the first target. Lines up with previous lows, 101.78. Finally, the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. This market has broken higher with a breakout recently here, and now it has reached an extension, daily extension, first target here, and that's the reason we are seeing that the profit taking there. So the this market can obviously continue higher here. That extension is from the highs to highs here, and got also support from the weekly dump money area here for some time, and then again the dailies came in and brought price into this first target. So this market is actually this move higher obviously can be decomposed in other moves here, and that helps that helps a lot. It allows us to understand how the inner moves are actually developing, and we had the inner move starting in this area, finding targets around 102.60 area, and then the next measure move came again into play, and so we see this larger move, which is brought about by weekly algos being actually decomposed in moves here. The first target of this larger recent move here has not been reached yet. So we have a larger um, second target here for the larger setup, which is 105.24 here, and let me just highlight it. And then we have a sequence of measure move, and the most recent sequence as a first target has not been hit yet, and a second target helps price into that level. So what is interesting here is that this market could actually keep accelerating. It might be difficult to capture this market. If we see an inner 50% here, that would be a potential opportunity, and that has basically traded already at the open, and that's the 102.24, and the low is 102.30. So it's barely a test. If this market comes back and retests this area, this could become an opportunity for to capture a continuation area higher. Otherwise, this market would potentially just continue into that second target. If that happens, nothing to worry about. This market has still potential to move higher, although we'll be approaching previous highs there. But there's always a possibility for a continuation higher of the extension as well. So I'm not worried, and I want to see what happens with the elections as well. All right, so this is it for the New Zealand dollar and Australian dollar pairs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next and last section. Bye bye now.